Hi guys, I'm Stacey from Beautiphi.
I'm Ness.
And we're here to talk to you today about filler. So, if we look at Ness's face, the first part that women look at is around the mouth. They just hate it. We all hate it, this bit around our mouth. This is the bit we see. It might be something that we really need around here, but we all target this. What happens is as we age and our estrogen, our hormones get out of balance, our bone starts to recede around the mouth and we start getting all those lip lines through here. We lose volume down in this marionette area, sometimes across the chin bit. The lateral face, right from here, all back through here, starts to get less and less volume in it because the bones recede in the corner of the cheek too, and everything drops down. So as my plastic surgeon explains it, your face drops down in a curve like this and it pulls under the chin here. So as you rebuild around this area with fillers, it lifts the face, it lifts the neck, it lifts through this area. It's a big illusion, so you fill that out and you don't see the big shadow down there. You can do little bits of filler into those little lines. Our lips start thinning as well, so you can put filler in the lips, but you don't have to. You could just do the little lines. Sometimes you need to put some filler in here just to give it a bit more support. You'll find when you're talking this is caving in, but when you put some filler in it, it supports it and makes it look tighter and you look younger and more youthful. Putting filler back into this part of the face doesn't make you look fat, whereas if you put it through here, it can make people look puffy and overfilled. My cheeks are my cheeks, they're not filler. And it also lifts underneath in the neck area. Another little sneaky trick with the neck area is the little tiny mono threads, which you can put underneath the neck, underneath the chin, and down the sides of the face, which all tighten and lift all that part of the face and this part of the face. So sometimes doing a little bit of threads will stop it being overfilled and giving you that pillow face look. So it's quite a nice counteraction to do there. And tightening up in under there is really good as you get older, so that gives the illusion that that's not as jelly. How about that? Anything else? Oh, sometimes there's a tired line that runs down the face. This is a ligament in the face, which is like a wall in the face, which is holding down. And as this falls down, it makes this line. The fat pads, you've got all these little fat pads in your face, start depleting of fat, and it pulls here. And everyone goes, oh, I hate my nasolabial lines. And everyone seems to know what that word is. So what it is it's the weight falling on top of here, making that line. So if you lift it from this area, from the lateral part of the face and the cheek, it supports under here in the tied part of there. It supports that tied bit down there and it lifts off the center of this face. Now we don't in Beautiphi just do a bolt-on cheek. We'll look at it and we might think, okay, you need a little bit here, you need a little bit there, you need a little bit there, but you've actually got a bit of cheek here we don't need to fill. So we'll take all of that into account and only put the filler where you need it so that it can go as far as it can possibly go. Hopefully that helps you. Now, if you guys have any questions for us, let us know. Give us direct messages on our social media channels or ask us in clinic, and we can fill you in on more information and even make more of these little videos to help you understand what you can do with your face. When you come in for a consultation with Stacey, you can have a beautification consultation. So these are phi calipers that were developed by Dr. Arthur Swift, who's this incredible plastic surgeon from Canada. They're based on the phi proportion, perfect proportion of beauty, which is 1 to 1.618. You find it in nature. You can find it in Michelangelo's artworks. So, and we can apply them to the face. I have written a blog post about this on our Beautiphi website, so if you look it up, you'll find it there. And that's why we get our name Beautiphi. So when we measure for the perfect proportion, we can measure different things depending on which end of the caliper we want to use. So for example, you can measure the length of the eyebrow, the height of the eyebrow, the length of the nose, the depth of the lips, how big the chin should be, and you can do measurements to do with jaw lines as well. One of the neatest things is you can do a measurement that measures the height of your cheek. So this is the glamour spot. This is what makes you really pretty, is if you heighten the cheek in the right place. You'll see quite a few people walking around and their cheek height is out here, which is not the right place. Or when you get tired, your ligament line stands out here and you'll find the height of your cheeks down here instead of up here. So it's quite handy for beautifying the face. Straight at the camera. Hi everybody, I'm Stacey from Beautify.
I'm Ness.
And we want to talk to you today about Botox. So there's a few places in the face that you may not know that you can have Botox to help different issues that you might develop in your skin. One of the ones is called the DAOs, which is the muscle that comes down here. Oh look, she's very good at it. It's that pouty thing, and what it does is it pulls the corner of the muscle down. And see how she's buckling your chin? It makes all your chin buckle. When you're younger, it's not that much of a problem. But as you get older and you see those little lines occurring that go like this, that's from that making that expression with your muscles. So you can have a little tiny dot of Botox here and a little one over there. And then if you've got that deep line across your chin here, you can put a little bit of Botox there and there. And it stops that whole active part of your face from buckling down. The other way to deal with this is to put some filler in this area of the face here, which is where a lot of Kiwi people wear off this part of their face, and the bone is receding, and so this is getting needs volume putting into it. And when you support these muscles through here with filler, it stops that buckling in and that expression, so you can also fill that area of the face. Another area for Botox that people may not know is the gummy smile. So when you smile, if you really pull up here, you get a bit of your gum showing. So you can have a little bit of Botox in here on either side, and that will drop this top lip a little bit and cover the gum, and that's called gummy smile Botox. It's not very expensive. Another one is for these upper barcode lines that you get develop across the top lip from like a lack of estrogen actually. You can inject a little bit of Botox through there and it just relaxes that a little bit. Or as a lot of people are talking about, the lip flip is a little bit of Botox on the edge of the lip, stops you from being able to, can you do it? Turn your lip.
I can't really do it.
So when you smile, you turn your lip under like that.
Oh, like this.
It makes it relax and you have a little bit more lip show. And that might be something that you are interested in. What's another one that we can do? Bunnies, little bunny ones. As you get older, you can see the lines going down the nose. That's Botox bunny injections will help that, and it won't stop you from doing the action, but we put enough in just to decrease it, and then that stops you developing those muscles. Of course, we have the frown one, the crow's ones, the forehead lines, and then we have masseter muscles. This is for teeth grinding or thinning of the face. Now, if you've got lax skin, when you inject these muscles here, this bulky area of the face here, it can relax and make the skin drop a bit. So sometimes you might need a bit of filler to counteract that in the very back of your jaw, and sometimes a little bit down here in this marionette line. Otherwise, if you've got a very big area here, injecting that just to thin it down will make you look like you've lost weight. The other thing we do it for is teeth grinding. It stops your teeth grinding. We do have the ability to do migraine Botox, which is in the temples, sometimes in the masseter muscles, sometimes it's to do with the frown, and sometimes it's the muscles at the back of the neck that are constricting in there and causing migraines to happen. And then the last one that I can probably go through is the platysmal muscles of the neck. So when they see that and it comes out, they stand out. So if you inject Botox up those platysmal muscles, it tightens in and helps you get a tighter neckline. There you go, a little bit of Botox information today. You come in for a consultation with Stacey, you can have a beautification consultation. So these are thigh calipers that were developed by Dr. Arthur Swift, who's this incredible plastic surgeon from Canada. They're based on the thigh proportion, perfect proportion of beauty, which is 1 to 1.618. You find it in nature, you can find it in Michelangelo's artworks, and we can apply them to the face. I have written a blog post about this on our Beautification website, so if you look it up, you'll find it there, and that's why we get our name Beautify. So when we measure for the perfect proportion, we can measure different things depending on which end of the caliper we want to use. So for example, you can measure the length of the eyebrow, the height of the eyebrow, the length of the nose, the depth of the lips, how big the chin should be, and you can do measurements to do with jaw lines as well. One of the neatest things is you can do a measurement that measures the height of your cheek. So this is the glamour spot. This is what makes you really pretty, is if you heighten the cheek in the right place. You'll see quite a few people walking around and their cheek height is out here, which is not the right place. Or when you get tired, your ligament line stands out here and you'll find the height of your cheeks down here instead of up here. So it's quite handy for beautifying the face.
We were good, we were gold, kind of dream that can't be sold. We were right till we weren't, built a home and watched it burn. I didn't wanna leave you, I didn't wanna lie. Started to cry, but then remembered I can buy myself flowers, write my name in the sand, talk to myself for hours, see things you don't understand. I can take myself dancing, and I can hold my own head. Yeah, I can love me better than you can. Can love me better, I can love me better, baby. Can love me better, I can love me better. Paint my nails cherry red, match the roses that you laid. No remorse, no regret, I forgive every word you say. Ooh, I didn't wanna leave you, babe, I didn't wanna fight. Started to cry, but then remembered I can buy myself flowers, write my name in the sand, talk to myself for hours, yeah, say things you don't understand. I can take myself dancing, yeah, I can hold my own head, yeah, I can love me better than you can. Can love me better, I can love me better, baby. Can love me better, I can love me better, baby. Can love me better, I can love me better, baby. Can love me better, I didn't wanna leave you, I didn't wanna fight. Started to cry, but then remembered I can buy myself flowers, write my name in the sand, talk to myself for hours, yeah, say things you don't understand. I can take myself dancing, yeah, I can hold my own hand, always been the one to say the first goodbye. Had to love and lose 100 million times.